Everyone around me talked about love. My friends, my sister Christina, even my husband Nick. "Sweetheart, come over for the weekend," Christina said over the phone. "We'll have pie, the kids miss you." "I'm not in the mood for another family circle night," I sighed. "Don't take it personally." "But it's Valentine's week. Don't tell me you two aren't doing anything." "Nick hates my friends, and I'm bored out of my mind with his." "I just want to skip the small talk, Chris. Please." I hung up, exhaled, and froze. Nick was standing behind me, holding 2 mugs of coffee, his expression heavy. "So, you're spending Valentine's without me? That's interesting." "Nick, how long have you been standing there?" My pulse spiked. "Don't sneak up like that. It's creepy." He looked hurt. "I just wanted to surprise you." "Well, congratulations. You did." He tried to hug me, but I pulled away and walked into the kitchen, leaving my phone on the table. 10 minutes later he stormed in, face flushed, gripping my phone. His voice shook. "Who's Ryan?" My stomach dropped. "Nick, please, he's just a student I tutor in English. You're overreacting." "Overreacting?" he snapped. "You've been texting this kid every night. You think I'm blind?" "I didn't mean for it to happen. But I'm done pretending. Ryan makes me feel alive again, something you never could." Nick stood still, disbelief turning into a mix of pain and fury. "I gave you everything, Anna. A home, stability, love. And you traded it for some 20-year-old. I didn't answer. The silence between us was deafening. Then he turned away. "Your suitcase is in the hallway. I hope your new love is worth it." That night, I kept thinking about Ryan. His soft brown hair, his quick smile, his bold hands. He was only 20, 9 years younger than me, but he made me feel 20 again. Next to Ryan, I forgot the world existed. With Nick, I counted seconds. With Ryan, I lost track of time. I told myself this was love, not routine, not comfort. Real, burning passion. The kind they write poems about. When I finally left the apartment, dragging my suitcase through the cold New York night, Nick didn't follow. He just watched from the window, motionless. Part of me expected him to beg me to stay. He didn't. I told myself I didn't care. By the time I reached Ryan's dorm building, my hands were shaking from the cold and from fear. He opened the door wearing a sweatshirt and confusion. "Anna, what are you doing here?" "I left him," I blurted out. "I'm done with Nick. I want to be with you." Ryan's eyes widened, not with joy, but discomfort. "Wait, what? Why would you do that?" "I thought, you said you loved me." He rubbed his forehead. "Anna, you're amazing, but I never said that. Anna, we were just having fun. You're married, well, were, and I didn't think you'd actually." He looked away, embarrassed. "I'm sorry. I'm just not ready for something serious." The words hit harder than a slap. You're kidding, right?" He didn't answer. He just quietly closed the door. The click of the lock echoed down the hallway. I stood there, mascara smudged, suitcase handle cutting into my palm. For a moment I thought I'd scream, or pound on the door, or beg. But all I could do was laugh, a dry, broken laugh. The cold outside felt like judgment. I looked down at my reflection in the glass door. My face was pale, tired, older. That's when it hit me. It wasn't love. It never was. It was just a mirage. And somewhere in that quiet, I realized, Nick was right. I didn't know life. And maybe love wasn't about passion or fireworks. Maybe it was about who stays when everything else fades. That night, I checked into a cheap motel near Queens with my suitcase and silence. The neon light buzzed through the window, and for the first time in years, I cried. Not for Ryan. Not even for Nick. For myself. For the woman who mistook attention for love. And for the man who loved me quietly, without conditions, until I broke him. Morning came grey and silent. Anna sat by the motel window, watching the city wake up. She whispered to herself, "Love isn't fire. It's warmth." Then she smiled faintly through the tears, not out of happiness, but acceptance. The mirage had burned away, leaving only truth.